Autistic girlfriend fetish is creepy by Cyber Noop. It's gonna be very interesting, very interesting, because I love watching these videos and like seeing it really odd and weird shit, and we're gonna see really odd and weird shit. Let's go. Let's see.
When your girlfriend has the
You
tism.
see me out with her, you gotta know she neurodivergent. You know, them neurotypical freaks.
Hi, hello, and welcome back to my...
What the fuck? insert the Drake meme. Insert that one. Neurotypical women. Neurodivergent women. Yay! What is this? Oh no, this is not also super cute. Since when does she have this?
Unboxing video. This is my brand new autistic girlfriend. She comes with a food aversion pack, which is just so attractive. It makes my little guy stand straight up to the ceiling. And it has the spontaneous meltdown feature, which is randomized and usually pisses me off to an unimaginable degree, but it's tolerable because I'm A-okay if the brain gone tweak. I know, I'm a hero, picking up
Wait, what?
imaginable degree, but it's tolerable because I'm
She say she a little autistic, babe, but I'm A-okay if the brain gone tweak. Hey, I have likely a bunch of autistic men watching me. Does some girl want to pick those up? Yo, girls, you can literally shop. You can literally shop retarded men at my channel. Go ahead. I got plenty. I just got a few retarded women, but I got plenty of retarded men. Go ahead, pick some. They're dying for love.
A-okay if the brain gone tweak. I know, I'm a hero, picking up all the rejected scrap women off the streets and putting them in my rescue shelter for biological anomalies. Every time I scroll through Tism Talk, and I swear to God, every person who uses that word unironically
Tism Talk. That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
deserves to have indescribable things happen to their families, starting with the eldest downward. I feel like a deep-sea biologist discovering a new form of life that subsists entirely on darkness and misery. The algorithm keeps coughing up these creatures.
The lion does not concern himself. The lioness just recently realized why they live longer than the lion. That's something. The lion does only concern himself with a full life, not a long life.
And it's like a little gift and also a blight on my existence, so that's cool. Now don't confuse this with an actual human being who is autistic and also a girlfriend. No, that's a person. This is a product where the selling point is infantilization that we repackage as innocent. Social awkwardness ensures that she never leaves the house. Special interests are just preloaded conversation trees that you can activate when you're bored. And a collection of cute stims or noises that require a big, strong man to patiently manage. It's not about finding a partner you connect with who happens to be autistic, it's about acquiring a human-shaped accessory that you think is too broken to ever challenge you. Right, let's get into the slop fest. First thing on the to-do list, I want my girlfriend to be disabled and mentally ill because it's hot. So what, do you have a problem with that?
Well, here's a little anecdote. There's a VTuber out there who lets people do autism tests. And like he just has an fetish. He as an autistic man has a fetish for autistic people. It is really weird. He makes them do the Tism test and like calls them the hot people. Calls it the hot people test. It's really interesting. It's really interesting.
This is my favorite part of the procedure, starting at the pulsating mass of maggots cosplaying as a dating preference. And before even looking at the exhibits, this isn't some niche, dark side of TikTok phenomenon. This is a shockingly common desire festering in the unlit corners of the male psyche. It's this crazed idea that if a woman doesn't have a preset of struggles and symptoms for you to consume, she's somehow boring. That a normal girl, whatever the hell that's meant to imply, that her personality is a featureless expanse of dust until it's decorated with an exhilarating statement piece of symptoms. So what if I'm a man with zero emotional depth? Entertain me with your suffering, you magnificent, damaged little creature. Dance around me like one of those marmosets. It's misogyny, it's a fetish, it's making out the often agonizing reality of living with these disorders into a quirky accessory like a little belt, all just to cope with your personality having the gravitational pull of a dead moth. Okay, hold on. A touch of the tism. No, I refuse. It's such a condescending—
Manifesting an alt-bisexual baddie with a touch of the tism. Who has top-tier music taste that makes you their special interest for you. The hottest thing a woman can have. Autism.
So belittling phrase. It feels like it should be physically painful to say. It sounds like you're ordering a trivial morning coffee. Yeah, I'll have my regular, but with oat milk and a touch of the tism. And look, I know the whole tism thing is supposed to be a joke, okay? I'm aware it spawned in some back alley laboratory of irony as some silly little thing. But it has since escaped containment, and now it's been so overused and bled dry of any meaning that it's just become a cutesy little synonym for quirky that neurotypical people slap onto any minor quirk. People who say this, their most interesting personality trait has got to be their Amazon Prime subscription. It's just backwash of a joke. But yeah, I would rather floss my teeth with my own.
I think a term that I've noticed that gets thrown around a lot in general is the term hyperfixation. Sorry, but your hobby isn't a hyperfixation. You're a normal person with a hobby. You're not hyperfixate. It's used for somebody who has struggles, who has a mental health issue. This is not for like any random dude interested in, I don't know, Transformers or something. Calm the heck down. To be fair, that word is mostly used by women. Sorry, but your interest in adult novels is not a hyperfixation. At worst, you're a corn addict.
Optic nerve, then utter that phrase seriously. It's like a Build-A-Bear. She has to be alt, bisexual, have good taste in music, and she has to have the autism feature where her special interest is you. How convenient. This just sounds like evil Mr. Beast idea. Hey guys, today I'm programming a sentient Spotify playlist to worship you. I'm going to destroy 5 women's neurological wirings to force them into an obsession with you, because you're likely too boring to achieve that on your own.
I've realized recently I can't date a normal girl. I need a girl with a touch of the tism.
Oh, there it is again. The second bullet.
This is so absurd. I can't be serious with this. This is so absurd. This is so absurd. This is genuinely absurd. I need a woman with a touch of the tism.
From the same gun. The fact that your conversational skills are so poor that you can only interact with a woman who has a special interest she can monologue at you about is not a crime of normal girls. It's a reflection of you. Your personality is a vacuum-sealed bag of room-temperature air, a featureless void, and you're angry that other people aren't sprinting across continents to puncture and inflate it with their own essence. My personality is so boring. I need my girlfriend to have a government-recognized disability just so that I have something to talk about at dinner.
Because like a lot of normal girls ain't got no personality. I need a girl that can talk to me for 15 minutes about why petunia's her favorite flower.
He wants a dating app, but instead of swiping on human beings, it's their diagnoses. She has anxiety.
I mean, to a degree, he's not wrong. To a degree, he's not wrong. A lot of women don't have a personality. Not because they're because they're normal, but because they just have no personality. He's not completely wrong. A lot of women do that does seem like the case, right? But I also feel like that's kinda, they don't really have to pull that off because, well, they're not the ones needing to entertain the other gender, so I guess that's where that comes from, usually.
Pass. Oh, but she has autism with a hyperfixation on the fall of the Western Roman Empire. Super giga ultra mega ultra trillion omega like. These guys don't want girlfriends, they want to play The Sims, and guess what? That's free now. You can go and do that and have all the fun in the world being a despicable, unlovable person. It's like the people who only adopt 3-legged.
In addition of that, I don't think the interest in women with autism I think it might also come from the fact that it's something to take, basically someone you can take care of, or like you feel you can take care of them. That I could see it coming from that position too. It doesn't need to be necessarily malicious, but that could also be the reason, because men do have that innate desire to take care of a woman, and for a lot of normal women you can't really do that. Just an idea. The female was critical for a while. Yeah. Just noticed you're trying to copy Shua. No, probably not.
Get dogs so that they can get the sympathy and feel like a savior hero. He wants a woman who can talk for 15 minutes about petunias. He wants a
that could also be the reason, like to feel like a hero, right? Which also comes again with the natural desire to take care of a woman. I don't know. I don't see. It can be malicious. If it's if it's sexualized, that's the question. Then I could see it being malicious. It really depends on the context.
Reading Wikipedia page that also happens to be a woman that he can sleep with. He's not attracted to an autistic woman, he's attracted to a characteristic that he finds convenient and entertaining. If a toxic relationship is supposed to be bad, then why does it feel so good? I'll answer your question with another question. If drinking antifreeze is bad, why does it have such a sweet Skittle taste?
Simple. Because it's the dopamine. That's why. Simple. That's what it is. It's the dopamine. It's the dopamine that gives you the kick of it feeling nice. It's like this constant up and down of like, basically like she loves me not, she loves me not. That's why it feels good, because your brain's fucked. How about a boyfriend with autism? If you're specifically going for men with autism, I will also give you the side eye. I will also question. Weird woman?
Right before it systematically shuts down all of your organs. This isn't romance, and he knows that. He's just being edgy to TikTok audios. You're feeling the adrenaline spike of a disorder. Congratulations, you might just have one yourself. He's just self-aware enough to know that what he's doing is gross, but not self-aware enough to actually stop doing it because TikTok rewards these types of posts. First of all, the username. I'm always burning inside. How subtle. Okay, I'm rebranding to has bubonic plague, and it might be 1346, but we'll never know. The cherry on top of the shit sundae is the hashtag, the holy grail of plausible deniability. Hashtag not romanticizing. Hey guys, I'm gonna go set fire to an orphanage holding a gas can and a lit
Wait, he didn't even mention anything from about autism. Even the wait, did the hashtags have anything? Wait a minute.
Burning inside. How subtle. Okay, I'm rebranding to has bubonic plague, and it might be 1346, but we'll never know. The cherry on top of the shit sundae is the hashtag, the holy grail.
I don't see anything. And not romanticizing. I don't know about that one, Chief.
Plausible deniability. Hashtag not romanticizing. Hey guys, I'm gonna go set fire to an orphanage holding a gas can and a lit match and then scream hashtag not an arsonist as the flames dance around the children. It is the most pathetic attempt to have it both ways. He gets to post his moody aestheticized, look at me, I'm so dark and damaged content for validation and interactions, but then he also gets to hold up his flimsy little cardboard shield of a hashtag to deflect any criticism. Yeah, I may be turning critical misunderstood human struggles into a costume, but if you point out that I'm playing dress up, I'm gonna get really mad at you. Do you see this shield? You can't penetrate this. Life short. Get that girl with BPD pregnant. Wow, you might just possess-
Don't. I've seen too many BPD VTubers to know where that's going. Don't. Do not do the BPD girl. Do not. I've seen where this is going. I know three VTubers that are completely deranged because of that. Do not. This is not worth it.
All the romantic charm of a biohazard warning on a drum of medical waste. And though this particular strain of a video specifies borderline personality disorder, the motive is identical. The precise brand of psychological condition doesn't matter to these people because they're not looking for a person, they're looking to get off on codependency. The name of the diagnosis is just a different key to the same law. This is the mating call of a man who sees a car crash victim flipped upside down and a big chunk of metal on fire and goes, you know what would be fun? Roasting marshmallows! I've always wanted one of these!
True. Hi Yuri, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hello. BPD? Yes, BPD.
And yeah, I may have caused the accident, but life's too short not to. He's looking for a plot line to excite his life, not a relationship. Honestly, people like you should just invest in an ant farm. You can shake it around, feed it fun treats. It fits your criteria. He wants to turn another person's intense emotional dysregulation, their fear of abandonment, and their debilitating disorder into his own docuseries to pop on when everything else is boring. It's the most profound form of selfishness imaginable, LARPing as some sort of edgy, romantic nihilism. Now let's wade into the next septic tank of manic pixie dream girl. Friend? Daughter. Kind of. It's time for evil. POV, you're talking to your girlfriend, and you realize she's just an autistic kid who just happens to be pretty.
Have you ever
What the fuck? What are these? What are we doing? Leave them alone like this. What the heck? Why must we do this? Since when has this become a thing? Just like sexualizing, right? Just sexualizing like mental health issues. We have seen that with like right? I've seen that as well, right? I've seen that as well. Women doing this, right? This is also like, while we're talking about girlfriends, I've seen women do this. Like women being like, I want an autistic, nerdy, boyfriend. I'm like, or like I want a depressed boyfriend, right? Like this, like, so I can take care of him kind of energy, right? This is like the same thing. I don't know if it's purely malicious. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't put it purely malicious, but it is a weird fetishization.
the dreams that you have?
Let's just let that marinate out in the open air. You realize she's just an autistic kid. Kid? That is a grown woman. That is your girlfriend. She can vote. She can pay taxes. She's not a child you found wandering alone in the aisles of Target. That's not a realization, my guy. That's a projection. That is your brain deciding to project a creepy paternalistic fantasy onto your partner that you have reduced to the status of a helpless child who you, the big strong man, get to manage. How to put parent controls on my adult girlfriend's phone. Race car bed for grown women. It is the most profoundly infantilizing sentiment I've ever seen on this app, I think, who just happens to be pretty. It's like you're describing a rescue animal. Yeah, she's missing a leg and she's terrified of loud noises, but she just happens to have a really cute face and the mind of a child. But look, she's also aesthetically pleasing. So, what do you love about your partner? Well, she's really pretty and it's so cute when she needs help tying her shoes and getting past the childproof safety locks on the kitchen cabinets. She doesn't, but I imagine she does, and I find that very fulfilling. You've boiled this woman down to 2 bullet points: her diagnosis and her attractiveness. That's it. He does not view this as a relationship between 2 equals. The choice to use this kid audio isn't a coincidence either. It's a weird paternalistic delusion playing out, and it's unspeakably gross and probably a hostage situation. Next we have not just a video, it's a saga, a whole profound
I mean, she played, in a way, also long, I guess?
cognitive dissonance trilogy of wanting to also be seen as a little kid. Autistic and chronically ill women need to be with wealthy partners who have the softest, most preschool teacher-toned energy. Stop. Just stop right there. Preschool.
Oh, wait, that's why I'm saying this is like a two-edged sword. This is 2 sides of the coin. You have the ill women wanting these partners specifically, though, too, in this case, right? Because she probably falls into that category. That's why she made this TikTok. It's like a double-edged sword. Both sides want this. It's mutual, it feels like now. Should have not put that in here.
Teacher-toned energy. What the hell are you talking about? That is not a preference. That's a shrieking air raid siren signaling that you need to be treated like a precious, simple-minded creature that might break if you use words with more than 2 syllables. You don't want a partner. You want a well-funded, live-in nanny who will never, ever ask you to do your own taxes or pay a phone bill or iPad bill. I don't know if that's a thing. The phrase preschool teacher-toned energy should be a class 1 carcinogen. You want your boyfriend to talk to you like you're 5 minutes away from a drool-soaked nap time. You want him to put your scribble artwork on the fridge and give you a gold star.
She wants to be baby talked to, like we baby talk with dogs. Who's a good girl? Yeah, you're a good girl.
For not eating Oreos off the ground. This is a fetish bait dog whistle. It's so clear what the power dynamic is here, and you can immediately see that the entire relationship is a transactional arrangement. Her childlike status in exchange for his financial security and veneer of fatherly authority. Gross. I just shivered and the skin slipped off my bones, by the way. The incredibly small but sane portion of TikTok saw this and left trillion comments, and she responded by backpedaling.
Describing the energy of a potential partner is not the same as describing how we want to be interacted with.
What are we saying? That's the same thing. Is he supposed to just, I don't know, radiate preschool teacher energy through the walls with 5G while he speaks to you like a functioning adult? Is this some kind of vibrational frequency I don't know about? Do you just want a man that looks exhausted and smells faintly of goldfish crackers? These people are just not real. I can't imagine them in real life situations, so you're here for the senior analyst.
But they are real. And they're not in real life situations. That's the problem. You don't see these people outside. They're just chronically at home. They're just chronically at home. That's what it is. TikTok. This is from TikTok, yes. Some of these clips are from TikTok. They're probably all from TikTok. Because this is where this weird trend originates from, which is TikTok.
Position. Oh, I don't know how to write with a pencil yet. Okay. What is your name? C-Y-B-E. Stop. Okay. One question. What skills do you bring to this company? Well, I have the energy of a very hard worker. Great. But will you actually do the work? That's not the same thing. And it's very weird that you're asking me that. I can already feel the bad faith arguments brewing down beneath me. So let me pregame the inevitable plague of whataboutism commenters that will shortly descend upon this video like a swarm of locusts. What's wrong with wanting someone nice? Are you saying disabled people don't deserve kindness? She didn't just say patient. She didn't say a good listener. She didn't say a kind, empathetic man. She said preschool teacher toned energy. Why that specific job? Think about it. What is the fundamental dynamic between a preschool teacher and a child? It's an authority figure managing a developing, often irrational, screaming and sticky human being that's like 1 foot tall. The entire relationship is built on a power imbalance. You don't negotiate with a 3-year-old who is screaming because their sock feels weird. You manage them. Now,
but isn't it in core though manipulative? Isn't it just technically weaponized incompetence? that this woman essentially is like using, right? She's essentially using weaponized incompetence. She's like acting like basically like a toddler, maybe a bit harsh. It doesn't fit perfectly, but you get the idea. While her partner needs to do everything. So is it technically just also weaponized incompetence?
Imagine your romantic partner. Well, let's be honest, none of you have that. You're subscribed to this channel. They're supposed to be your equal.
Hey! How dare you! I'm about to punch your little avatar. How dare you? I'm engaged, I have, you know.
Now imagine you're upset about your job, you're stressed about rent, and this person looks at you with a soft smile and says, "It sounds like someone needs a nap in a juice box." I would rather be called an incompetent creature and be submerged in a vat of lukewarm battery acid infested with silverfish. I would choose without hesitation to slide naked down a 50-foot Gillette razor blade before being slingshotted into the sun.
Using this comment
Sounds like a cool experience though, not gonna lie.
to address a bunch of the comments in that video that are similar to this. Show me where it says that the autistic, chronically ill, disabled person isn't working in the original video. Where does it say that?
No one gives a fermented rat's ass about your LinkedIn profile. We were all little hungry.
That's a new one. I haven't heard fermented rat's ass. That's crazy work. I've never heard that one. That one goes... That's a fine addiction to my collection poke. Did you see the nose piercing? Yeah. But they're not, right? They're not a septum piercing, right? They're not a septum piercing, so I wouldn't classify them as... She doesn't have... the septum piercing theory does not apply here.
Up on the part where you demanded a caregiver who could fund your entire existence.
A disabled person wanting a partner to be financially well off or financially stable is not selfish. It does not mean that we are going to be dependent on them for everything.
And then she swaps out the word wealthy for financially stable. Wealthy and financially stable are two completely different universes. One is we can afford to pay our bills, and the other is I can afford to treat my adult girlfriend like a pampered toddler for the rest of her life. She said wealthy, and now she's acting shocked that people heard preschool teacher energy combined with wealthy and somehow arrived at unpaid caregiver. You posted the job description. You literally put an ad out for a rich dude to treat you like a child, and now you're mad that people are reading the ad back to you. It's weaponized incompetence dressed up as a quirky need, and guess what? There's a post-credits scene when they aren't the masculine provider and protector type that wants to solve all of my problems and give me a soft life. Masculine provider and protector wants to solve all my problems. Give me a soft life. Just say you want a new dad. Just admit you're looking for a new father who you can also make out with.
I mean, to be fair, that's not really crazy. That's like most women, like that's like most women, like that's like most women from our parents' generation, to be fair, who are essentially like that, right? I wouldn't say that's anything saying this, like, of course, with everything before that, that's crazy, because, right, the combination of that, of the information before that. But this TikTok standing on its own isn't really a criticism. She looks like a Karen. That's true.
It's so much faster. You want a living, breathing manifestation of a financial portfolio of a small nation with a hero complex who will build a pillow fort around your entire existence so that you never have to deal with anything. And your entire life pre-chewed for you and fed to you like a baby bird. This video is just the ultimate self-report. It incinerates all of the backpedaling she did before. All of the, oh, I just meant the energy, or, oh, I just meant financially stable, gone. This whole soft life trend is just the trad wife aesthetic with better SEO. Before moving on, I want to clarify something before this next guy poorly explains it himself. Is autism tragically...
Hey, if you found a guy that wants to afford you being a housewife, I mean, go ahead. Go ahead. I feel like still better than working for a boss who doesn't give a rat's ass and working a dead-end job that will never pay you more for the next 50 to 60 years. Might as well just become the housewife at this point. I see no issue.
Underdiagnosed in women due to medical bias and different social presentations? Yes, absolutely, it's a serious issue. Having said that, this is not a helpful contribution to the discourse.
I think your girlfriend low-key is autistic. Ladies, keep scrolling. This is just for the boys. Autism is diagnosed 4 times as much in boys as it is in girls, so I feel like it's underdiagnosed in girls because they're better at masking. Because when you think about it, right, a guy...
No, I think just guys get autism more. That's literally it. Just like many other issues, guys are worse in school. Guys more often struggle from learning like deficiencies, right? From like they struggle to read, they struggle to do just generally do, or they struggle more with like learning disabilities, whatever you want to call them. I don't know, but yeah, that's just more common. And funnily enough, women who struggle with learning disabilities, or girls that struggle in school, also usually also have more testosterone. The more you know.
That's a little quiet.
Nature designed us to be more stupid. Where's the compensation for that, handicap?
Awkward, has a rock collection, thinks he's a wizard. You're like, oh yeah, that guy. You got the neurodivergizzle. You look at a lady who has a crystal collection, which they're minerals, but kind of like rocks, sells witchcraft on Etsy or TikTok shop, and everybody's like this.
Nah, there's a difference. There's a difference between autism and a woman being insane. I would classify that as, like, if you believe in the magic of rocks, I'm concerned. Same like with like astrology, which literally is just racism for white women.
This is the most neurotypical woman in Austin, Texas.
This is WebMD in the physical form of a man in absurd sunglasses. Or they like X-ray spectacles that show you the autism particles instead of bones. This is a condescending tutorial for men to pathologize their girlfriends' personalities. The symptoms he lists. A crystal collection is the same as a rock collection. Selling witchy things on Etsy is the same as thinking you're a wizard. This is the pattern recognition ability of a concussed toddler. It's like saying a chef is the same as an arsonist.
I'm a wizard, not a wizard.
Because both of them use fire. He takes normal, trendy female interests and glues a clinical sounding label onto them. My eyes keep doing this thing every few seconds where they close and open again. I think I'm stimming and infected with autism.
So, I don't know, is your girlfriend's love language really physical touch, or does she just have sensory issues? Is she stimming?
To all my fellow men, we need to never understand our partners, never see them as people with hobbies, but as a collection of intriguing symptoms to be deciphered. They don't have hobbies. We need to reclassify them.
You got the neurodivergizzle up in the, you know, you got the teasy fasheezy.
And the language. 0 words were spoken.
What the fuck? What? Bro. I think bro is not okay. I think homie is not okay.
These are the wet, guttural sounds an organ makes as it's being rejected by its host's body. The death rattles of the English language. This isn't helping anyone. This is just giving a generation of guys a whole new set of pseudo-intellectual vocabulary to mansplain their own girlfriends to them. Oh, she's not angry that I forgot her birthday. She's just having an autistic meltdown. She doesn't have a passion for art. She's just hyperfixated. It's a new, improved way to be dismissive while seeming as if you're understanding. It's truly bizarre how the pastime of using overconsumption to quiet the screaming void of an unfulfilled life is starting to slowly exhaust all material goods, and soon all that's going to be left is to begin consuming people themselves. People would rather voluntarily strap themselves into a psychological Iron Maiden than have a boring partner. This is it, what we have all been training for. Autism, rap, all time.
Nah, this can't be real. I don't understand what he's saying. Me neither. I didn't understand a word of what he was saying. Don't worry about it. We're not speaking the same language at this point. Autism rap.
Topsy. There's good songs, there are mid songs, and then there are songs so fundamentally broken they feel less like music and more like a cry for help typed out by a hostage. Songs you'd have to take apart with tweezers just to understand the full scope of the disaster. This is contrast to the creator, the patient zero of this plague, and here he is pretending he has no idea what's going on. Wait, what's wrong with the lyrics? You wrote them. You know what's wrong. God, I hate interaction bait. Previous to excavating clips for this video, I had never seen this man on planet Earth. His Genius page is pretty boring too. I don't think this guy has ever made a good song, which checks out when she says, I'm a little neurospicy, so I play her this. This right here is why the song exists for this guy. This isn't a joke. This is a weapon. Oh, you're neurodivergent?
I'm a little neurospicy. What? What? Wait, is that the dude doing the hot people test? Wait a minute.
It's cool. That's my biggest turn on. He's basically just running around with a little butterfly net like a villain who specializes in capturing and cataloging lonely women. Because unfortunately, there are people who enjoy being treated this way and desire fetishization because they lack self-worth and probably a therapist. To avoid my entire channel being struck down by Zeus, I can't play the song, but I'll improvise just for you. And I told her, I don't discriminate. I love a neurodivergent. On bro. Don't care if it's the ADHD or the tism as long as the head game is working. If she yaps too much, I don't judge him bodies.
I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this no more, please. No. No.
You servant. I don't care if the gears in her head ain't turning, 10 in the face, you perfect. Okay. He loves a neurodivergent. A singular collectible specimen, wanting to collect a neurodivergent because you think their brain is a fun party trick. Listen, I'm trying not to be too much of the woker right now, but also this guy looks extremely punchable. Super cool that all neurological conditions are interchangeable flavors. Your entire neurological reality is an inconvenience I will tolerate in exchange for head if you're skinny or if you're hot, and can serve as some sort of utility for me. There's no more efficient method of dehumanization. You're actually crazy annoying usually, but your body is a commodity that compensates for it, so it's fine. And I don't think I need to say anything about this last line. We can all understand why it's giga weird. This is the whole problem. It's about problematically chasing after a neurodivergent person, boiling them down.
Well, now we're definitely in malicious territory. Like I said, now we're in the sexualization part. I think you have lost a couple of brain cells by the sound of it. They're just all died. They just all vanquished. A few, like all of them actually, just like gone. I can't even speak properly anymore. What the heck is this? What are we doing? Why is there essentially Autism rap?
Onto their diagnosis and then turning their brain wiring into a white, paint-splattered abstract painting. I just want to know when we came up with these lyrics. Like, what was going on situationally? And Shadi told me that she got ADD. That means her ass got the dump. She say she a little autistic, babe, but I'm a-okay if the brain gone tweak. I'm not sure why I'm a Victorian boy, but it feels right. Don't care if you're schizo, little bit sick, cause I'm down for the syndrome. If the face card valid, body—
What the heck? Who wrote this? Bro, who wrote this? This is horrid. This is horrid. Oh, this writing is peak.
Valid, neck game valid, got it. If the body is 10, I'm a heart it. I do not care if the— whoa. Why even put the dash there? Honestly, at that point, you can just say it. Take my pass, because this is more embarrassing. Can't rap, can't write, just find another hobby, buddy. This one is—
Bro, why are you just cutting out retarded? At this point, just put it in. At this point, it's so comical. Let's just throw it in. Who cares, bro? The word is used so much. Who cares?
Working out too well for you. It's so deeply ingrained in ableism that he sees neurodiversity not as a lived experience, but as a set of quirky, consumable traits to be fetched like rare artifacts, putting them into little red and white balls to carry around for fun. And with that, this autopsy is concluded. I've just been informed that I might have ADD, which apparently means my ass has the dump. Also known as I drank dairy earlier, so I'm gonna go. Subscriber don't, but you should, because it would put a—
Did you just say she has diarrhea? Wait a minute.
little smirk on my face. Not a smile, a smirk, like a tiny evil one. Okay, bye.
Nah, this is crazy. This is weird. This is— okay, this was a weird one. This was a weird one for sure. This was a very odd one. This was an incredibly odd one. This is— okay, so basically we got people on TikTok fetishizing mental disabilities and be like, yeah, that's hard, bro. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? TikTok just this one entirely big hot people test. The more you know. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.